So let me get this straight. You guys tank the economy, you drive up food prices, and your solution is to cut food assistance for people who already struggle to afford food? Who the hell thought that was a good idea? I mean, honestly, I'd like to meet them just so I can ask them what's wrong with them. This is literally trying to sabotage our country. You guys are setting the House on fire and slashing the fire department's budget at the same time. It is insane. And if I have to sit through one more Republican lecture about how SNAP discourages work, I might lose it. This is grade A, weapons grade stupidity. It's a lie. It was a lie the first time you said it, and it'll still be a lie the millionth time. Now let me break it down for folks at home. Most people on SNAP are kids, senior citizens, and people with disabilities. They cannot work, and we don't expect them to. Should we repeal the child labor laws? Send grandma back to the factory? And of the people who can work, the vast majority already do. So spare us the condescending talk about the dignity of work. If you guys cared about that, you'd be raising the minimum wage. But you don't. You care about demonizing poor people to score political points. And you guys can go right ahead and do that, but don't expect the rest of us to play along. And before you guys all pull out your Heritage Foundation talking points on work requirements, I just want to say to everyone watching at home, there are already very strict work requirements in SNAP and time limits for able-bodied adults. Look it up. It's the law. And by the way, SNAP benefits are paltry. We're talking $2 per meal. That's what it is now. You guys want to cut the program by $230 billion. You want to even lower that. But most of you spent more on your coffee this morning. Now, call me radical, but I don't think it's morally right to slash a food benefit that costs a sliver of the federal budget while farmers get hammered and food prices go through the roof. So if we want to talk about government waste, let's talk about the billions in tax breaks for billionaires. Let's talk about big oil subsidies. Let's talk about the Pentagon losing track of trillions. But this hearing, this bizarre obsession with punishing hungry people while ignoring the crisis facing farmers, it's a bad faith, tone-deaf, mean-spirited shtick to get you a clip on right-wing talk radio, and I'm not here for it. So shame on this committee and shame on Republicans. For those who think that cuts in SNAP are a good idea, that putting more restrictions on poor people trying to feed their families is a good idea, let me make a suggestion. Stop watching so much Fox News, stop listening to right-wing think tanks, and maybe start talking to people who are on the benefit, who are struggling to basically make ends meet and to feed their families. With that, I yield back my time.